Hey guys, Lord Naren White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God, back with you with the next video in my daily diary series. As usual, before I discuss what I have achieved since yesterday's daily diary video, I want to read you a chapter from the Bible. Today it will be the book of Job, chapter 14. Man that is born of a woman is of few days and full of trouble. He cometh forth like a flower, and is cut down. He fleeth also as a shadow, and continueth not. And dost thou open thine eyes upon such an one, and bringest me into judgment with thee? Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Turn from him that he may rest, till he shall accomplish as an hireling his day. For there is hope of a tree, if it be cut down, that it will sprout again, and that the tender branch thereof will not cease. Though the root thereof wax old in the earth, and the stalk thereof die in the ground, yet through the scent of water it will bud, and bring forth boughs like a plant. But man dieth and wasteth away, yea, man giveth up the ghost, and where is he? As the waters fail from the sea, and the flood decayeth and drieth up, so man lieth down and riseth not, till the heavens be no more. They shall not wake, nor be raised out of their sleep. O that thou wouldest hide me in the grave, that thou wouldest keep me secret, until thy wrath be past, that thou wouldest appoint me a set time, and remember me. If a man die, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time will I wait, till my change come. Thou shalt call, and I will answer thee. Thou wilt have a desire to work of thine hands. For now thou numberest my steps. Dost thou not watch over my sin? My transgression is sealed up in a bag, and thou sewest mine iniquity. And surely the mountain falling cometh to naught, and the rock is removed out of his place. The waters wear the stones, thou washest away the things which grow out of the dust of the earth, and thou destroyest the hope of man. Thou prevailest for ever against him, and he passeth. Thou changest his countenance, and sendest him away. His sons come to honor, and he knoweth it not, and they are brought low, but he perceiveth it not of them. But his flesh upon him shall have pain, and his soul within him shall mourn. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. One thing that's very beautiful for me here in Job 14 is the wisdom that Job has in terms of understanding the mortality of man. I spoke about this in last week's video where I talked about how it's written here. It says, man that is born of a woman, this is Job 14:1. Man that is born of a woman is of few days and full of trouble. He cometh forth like a flower and is cut down. He fleeth also as a shadow and continueth not. And then in Job 14:5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. And that I feel that's very wise. It's one of the things I talk about in my gospel, chapter 23. I talk about, of course, the purpose of that chapter is to talk about how I'm working now to get set up for having my family in the future. And I talk about at the end of chapter 22 of my gospel that it will not be long now that I'm perfect before I start my family. And then I start chapter 23 talking about the relativity of time. That if you looked at a man who was 29, like I am now, and for example, and he was making a plan to wait 30 years before starting a family, I would probably tell him, that's a good plan. Just also recognize that what Job says here is true, which is in Job 14:5, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. That man lives in these finite periods of time, and God transcends time. God is not bound by time. He is infinite. He's eternal. Jehovah often called the eternal God. And that's one of the things that separates my perspective from all of the rest of mankind in levels 2 through 7. And when Job talks like this, it really speaks to his wisdom. He speaks to, what does it mean when a man's time is limited? And I mean like this. I mean like this. Even though, like, if you believe in the scriptures, okay, John 14:16 says the Spirit will be here forever. And so theoretically, then I have forever, right? Okay, so that's what the scriptures say. That's faith. I also work very hard. I work very hard every day, and I'm not obsessed about like 7 days a week. For example, tomorrow I intend to take a full day off, which will be amazing. Tomorrow is Sunday for me, so that's why it's very exciting. I'm recording the video here for 5:20, so this video here will release on Saturday, and then tomorrow for me is a Sunday, and so yeah. Anyways, idea being, I work very hard. So what is the understanding? One of the understandings that we can take away from this here, which is it says, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Right? So that's the idea there, that there is those finite periods of time that man exists in, and then God is not bound by that. So that's the idea, that God and man are very different in this way. And so now looking at it, I say, man should be even more determined. Not as a comparison to God, but his days are numbered. They are not just, when you look at the Spirit from Genesis 1:2 all the way to, Pentecost, it's the same Spirit. It's the same man. It's Lord Naren White. The same exact man the whole way. And, whether it's, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Levi, Kohath, Amram, Moses, Judges, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, on and on. Like, the idea being that those men, you look at and say, one of the takeaways would be, they should be motivated to work because their days are numbered. And with that comes that feeling of importance on making sure they maximize every day. Not feeling pressure, but rather the importance that day by day by day, God's kingdom can get better from generation to generation through hard work every day. And prayer, of course. And that's where I'll go ahead and end the Bible analysis for today and transition over to what I have achieved since yesterday's Daily Dive video. Since yesterday's Daily Dive video, I worked at my chest, I worked at my legs, I created, uploaded, and scheduled, and we'll schedule this Daily Dive video for 5/2023, and I've also created many video game videos. And speaking of these video game videos, one of those videos is that I started an MCC Halo 3 playlist, which has been a ton of fun. So Halo Master Chief Collection, Halo 3. I have a new playlist on my channel. It's a lot of fun, and I definitely hope you guys check it out because it was really good, and I'm having a blast playing. So I'll be playing that for a while, I think now, and I'm really excited. I've enjoyed Halo for a long time, ever since I was, I think, like 13, 14. My dad got me an Xbox 360 back when I lived in Malvern, Pennsylvania, and that was a ton of fun. I used to play with like some of my friends from high school. We'd play online, just play multiplayer, play all different stuff, and I would watch like the MLG like online. That would be a lot of fun. Like my favorite team was Straight Rippin' with T Squared, Legit, Walshy, and Snipe Down. Like Snipe Down's was my favorite player, and I had a ton of memories from Halo, and Halo's been a big part of my gaming, and over my life, and it's been a lot of fun, and I really treasure those memories a lot because it's very pure, simple, good fun, yeah, and I'm definitely looking forward to making more videos, so definitely check that out if you can, and it's been a lot of fun, so I'm definitely looking forward to making more Halo content. And other than that, I don't have anything more I want to add for this video, so with that, I want to go ahead and say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Light be with you all. Take care, and thanks again. Additionally, just one last thing. Other than that, the reason why I was a bit like vague about what day it is because I'm actually recording this video on the 13th, and so I just wanted to see what date would the 20th be, because tomorrow is the 14th, which is Sunday, and I'm resting, and it'll actually be the 21st, another Sunday. after the day after this video releases. So thanks and take care.